he's going to be out for at least a period of time. Like, what's the adjustment going to be like after having, 5 guys together for so long, like missing one of your key cogs there?
Jeremy actually had something that he was dealing with last week, so we kind of prepared for it. We wanted to know if he was going to be able to play, but he did go out there and battle real tough. We got great backups. Brandon Dombrowski, he can step up and play any of our 5 positions. So we feel good going into the KC week.
Marcus, have you seen Brandon grow over the last couple months? And last year and a half that he's been with the practice squad too.
Dombrowski, definitely. He was real impressive. I missed a lot of the OCS, OTAs with my neck this offseason. And, the main thing I was saying was like, hey, I need to get back out there before I get forgotten. So, for me to be the caliber player I am, to just respect the way he's growing and the player he's going to be in the future, that's a lot to say for him.
Marcus, your team ran for 200 yards yesterday for the first time this season. What does that say about you guys?
Hey, that's what we're trying to do all year. We just got to keep on plugging it away. It's an in-house thing. Thanks for the horn. It's an in-house thing, but we really take a pride up front on getting LT a lot of touches, really showing him that he's still the LT of the past and still the LT of the future here.
Is that a statement for the Chargers? If so, what was it?
It's definitely a statement, for the Chargers, period. And that's one of the statements we're trying to make all year. We're going to get up there and we're going to run the ball. That's been our MO since I got here. We've been able to line up and run against anybody. And that's what we were trying to do. Last weekend, we won, 200 yards, not bad.
Do you see the defense wear down? Can you physically see it in their eyes?
Definitely. We really felt confident going into that game. We knew we played well the first time against them. We didn't come out with a W, but we felt like we played good in both phases of the game, offense and defense, and we knew we were going to have our special teams step up this past week. And I think they did a great job bodying up Ed Royal and really taking that control of the kickoff situations.
Marcus, when you see what Kansas City did yesterday, is it maybe not a wake-up call, but kind of you open your eyes and realize just how close everything is in this league?
I think KC, besides our win against them, KC's win might have been, a big thing for us, an eye-opener, because Pittsburgh is a great team. We played them, for Pittsburgh to go in there and KC beat them. That's a real eye-opener to everybody in the NFL. Week in and week out, I think Oakland won yesterday too, so it doesn't matter who you playing, you got to come to play. They come to our house, they're going to be looking to upset us. We on a little streak right now. We plan on keeping it rolling.
Your thoughts on that playmaker they have, Chris James?
Chris James, oh man, you know what? Chris James is a great guy, to see him flourish, like that, and to see him on the highlights and things like that after he left us, he's still a close friend of mine. So things like that you like to see, Of course, I'm not going to want to see it next week. I might be on the sideline trying to trip him up if he runs too far. But, those are things you like to see. It's still a camaraderie you have with any teammates that you had on your team from the past.
Norman said that over the last 2 games, you had your 2 best games of the year. When you break down tape of yourself, is that how you feel? Do you feel like you're really kind of reaching new heights?
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to reach new heights just as a player. One of my big things is not just to be, a good, solid left tackle, but be the best left tackle, be the pinnacle. I want everybody, when I get old, I want all the young cats to come up and, kind of be looking at me as like how they got to play the left tackle position. You got to have confidence, you got to be athletic, and you got to be nasty. And that's what I feel like I bring to the game every week.
Come off this win, Marcus, you're in first place, everything's going well, and then all of a sudden wake up to the news this morning that a couple of Chargers are their names in the newspaper for the wrong reason. Any response to that, though?
Not really a response. It's not a big deal to us. After we get the real what's happening, you kind of go with it from there. And I think it was blown out of proportion. We on a winning streak. We the hottest thing going right now, Southern Cal. TMZ waiting for you. They probably pulled me over the light, for speeding or something, But you got to be careful. And I think Norv addressed that a little bit, not too much, but things like that's going to happen. But you got to kind of put it away and not let it be a distraction, especially a important week like this, a division game against KC.
Were you out with that last night at all?
You know what? I saw him when I got off the bus. I didn't get to go out. You're going to try and get me to incriminate myself on TV? No. I was at home eating milk and cookies. That's what I was doing.
You're very wholesome, Marcus.
Yeah. Wholesome Marcus, what y'all call it.
Have you been able to talk to him since all this happened?
Cromartie? As far as I know, it's a big misunderstanding, total misunderstanding. You know, I don't think any charges was pressed. You know, I heard they talked to the police officers that night and everything was fine. You know, so those are things we just kind of want to push to the side because it's not really important. It's not really leading to the goal that we're trying to reach.
You think it's a bigger deal to the public than it is to you guys?
Definitely a bigger deal to the public than it is us. You know, we really in-house type people. You know, I love y'all to death, but you know, we not doing good. You know, y'all gonna bash us, so we kind of had to be more in-house. You know, and just thrive on each other and build on each other. Now, as you've seen, we ran off 5 in a row. Hopefully, we get a couple more on our belt.
Now, do you believe that he did this?
No, not at all. I mean, honestly, if you hit somebody over the head with a bottle, you're going to jail. There's no who you are. You know, if a guy's bleeding, that's assault. You know, and those are things we don't represent. You know, a very stand-up guy. You know, I go to Crows things all the time. You know, charity events and things like that. You know. You really can't take what you see on the field as us being aggressive and, you know, nasty. That's the way you got to play football, you know. But when we get off the field, we're not trying to cause havoc in the community.
So why was he apologizing on Twitter? What was that apology for if it wasn't for hitting someone?
You have to apologize anytime anything's happening, any misconceptions. You know, you don't want someone to wake up and hear about Antonio Cromartie on the news. You don't want a kid to wake up and see that, you know. So go ahead and apologize for what's ever going on, whatever misunderstanding or miscommunication that the community has or the public has, and deal with it that way, and then let everybody know you're innocent and just push to the side and not make it a big deal.